And there was one day I called my sister, but she couldn't answer. She didn't answer. And I cried and I cried, and I was driving fast, and I didn't realize there was police behind me.
So
You do accents, yeah?
I do accents. Obviously, I'm the king. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Who wants to test me?
Alright. Well, you would have put it like, let me test you then.
Alright, go on then.
Yeah. Alright. Do my people the Asian.
Oh, DK, I can do Indian, no problem, huh? Come to my shop, I give you free sweetie, huh?
Oh, you're racist, boy.
Crazy.
Do you know what? I'm gonna turn to you for a second, yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna go back to something that you said earlier. You said about you couldn't stay in your house, so you moved houses.
Yeah.
That's almost like a trigger, right?
100%.
Like
100%. That is a trigger. It's. Now go on. I'll let you finish. Go on.
yeah, no.
Pause.
I said pause, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Sometimes.
because I guess like I had a lot of triggers with myself, and I'm still having the triggers today. Till today, every day I have a trigger. Every day I have triggers, and I'll talk a bit further about that. But in terms of your triggers, what were they like? What was your triggers like?
Okay, so my daughter was 2 at the time.
Yeah.
Almost 2.5. She loved Peppa Pig.
Okay.
Peppa Pig's everywhere,
Yeah.
as you can imagine.
Yeah.
It's all in. You go to the corner shop, you see a Peppa Pig magazine. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's
pork
track back a bit. Anyway, yeah. Firstly, as we were just talking off camera, it's the place that we lived. That was the biggest trigger. Like, how can I now live? How can I even look at her room, knowing that she's not going back into that room? Do you understand? How can I even pull up in the drive or in the complex, knowing that she's not there anymore?
Yeah.
So that was my biggest, or our biggest trigger.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that very same morning that it happened, it didn't go back.
Yeah.
I think their missus, we didn't. Well, she's never been back to the house since.
Okay.
I've been back just to. I don't know how I did it, bro. I'll keep it real with you.
Yeah.
I went with one of my older cousins.
Yeah.
And again, thank God for his support, and we packed up some of the stuff.
Even the packing, I guess, when you're packing your daughter's belongings, like that must have been quite
that stuff can take
challenging
all day because you're just in tears.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
And
so sorry, just to cut you.
No, go
but
on. Sorry, you keep
just looking
been
at her
cutting me all day,
clothes.
bro. Sorry, you carry on, bro. Man, you cut me in the car on the right, or we were driving as well. You cut me up, but it's cool. Carry on. Oh, go on.
But yeah, just
It's your
looking
world,
at her clothes.
Yeah.
Her shoes, like her little tiny shoes, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these are all triggers.
Yeah.
It's all reminders of her, which then reminds me what's just happened. Bro, yeah.
And obviously, so you've moved from the house.
Yeah.
So that's one huge trigger factor.
One huge trigger that I tried to
avoid,
eliminate
from
my life.
But you get triggers every day.
Right.
And when you experience these triggers, it's more of an understanding, not even an understanding, but it's more of an exploration of when you come across these triggers, how do you deal with it? How do you manage it?
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So going to the supermarket.
Okay.
For most people, it's just a normal experience. After that happened, going to the supermarket was never the same again. You walk past the big aisles, you see baby clothes.
Yeah.
You see nappies. You see the baby section.
Yeah.
Bro,
aisle number 9 in Tesco. Go on.
Yeah, you work there. But
better than work there, you know.
Bro.
Oh, Buddha, bro. It
Sorry,
says
bro. It's just because you're
Asian,
Asian, man.
I'm
sorry,
getting it
bro.
right at least.
My bad. But yeah, bro, like, keeping my head straight.
Yeah.
Pause again, but you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
keeping my head straight, but I'm not looking at the aisle. Like, glancing at the aisle and then just looking right past it. So for me, it's just avoidance.
And
literally avoid as much as you can.
And do you think... Listen, there's no right or wrong answer. So how you may deal with it may be different to other people dealing. But at that time, did you think what you was doing by avoiding it was the right thing for you to do?
Because I felt like if I had acknowledged that situation at that time, looking at that aisle, the baby aisle, bro, I would have just sat down in that Tesco and just cried, bro.
Maudsley.
Brother, it could take me to the Maudsley, bro.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
Like you feel like you're going. You can relate, bro.
Yeah,
You feel like you're losing your mind. Just any reminder. So that's why I turn to avoidance.
Okay.
And up to this day, bro, like there are times that I can accept the truth.
Yeah.
And talk about her. Her name was Nia. Nia means purpose in Swahili.
Beautiful.
So I'm trying to live my life with purpose now. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, I'm trying to avoid. And that's my coping mechanism. People look at me and say, "Yeah, Mike, you're strong." I don't know why I said Mike. I said, "Yo, King, you're strong."
Yeah.
But I just have, that's my coping mechanism.
But you are strong because you're here today to tell your story. So you are strong.
Likewise yourself, bro.
Yeah, but it's like I hear what you're saying because you moved out. You moved away from your house. That was a big trigger. I'm still living in my house.
So let's talk about your trigger now, because that was me. I could move.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You couldn't, and you haven't.
I won't. I don't think I will either. But the triggers I face every day to this day, because I go in my house and my mom's cooking.
So what were your initial triggers? Let's take it back to the beginning.
Initial triggers are Saturdays, because Saturdays when me and my mum's days. Saturdays when me and my mum's days, we will go shopping. Wow. Saturdays when my day off, and my mum will be in my room knocking on the door.
So did you hate Saturdays or love Saturdays at that point?
Before my mum passed away, I enjoyed Saturdays because it would be me and my mum, and we will do these little small sneaky things where we will go shopping and then we'll go and get some food. Yeah. Cause my mum loved to try different food in different restaurants, so we'll get food and then come home act like we haven't eaten. Yeah. And we'll do like silly things like that. Me and my mum's bond, we were best friends. Yeah,
your mum was very accommodating, man. I remember going to your house. Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah, man made you roti and everything, bro.
Mama G and that. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me. So you know what I'm saying. My mom could cook like 4 or 5 dishes in one go. Like it was that she was fast paced, always on her feet. Always, you go home, house is clean. Like so
definitely.
So the triggers were huge. Yeah. Just like so when my mum passed. A week or 2 later, I think it was, after they buried her, I told my family made an agreement that we bury her because obviously we need to, but then we'll go back and build the grave and everything, if that makes sense. So they buried her, and I went back to Pakistan with my dad, and because my dad went to Pakistan, stayed there for a little while, and then came back, and then when he came back, I went with him again. Okay. And then when I was out there, I built my mum's grave with my own hands. Obviously, we had the man that was building the grave, but I helped him. So I was putting the bricks down and everything. And everyone was like, "Oh, that's so therapeutic for you. Oh yeah, you built it. That must have been so therapeutic." But no, no, it wasn't, bro. How can it be therapeutic building something that's on top of my mum? I wanted to rip that apart. Do you know what I'm saying? I wanted to. Till this day, I always think, what? Because Pakistan doctors, I think they're crap. Yeah. What if they made a mistake? Like Asian people like to exaggerate so much about health and all that anyway. So I thought, what if they made a mistake? I always think that to myself at times, but then I think no, but it's what's willed by Allah. So I can't think like that. And so I built mum's grave, and right now my mum's buried next to her brother and my auntie who died and her parents. So it's just in a small little complex. It's quite intimate. It's all the family that's buried there. And my triggers Saturdays, like I was saying to you, Saturdays was a huge trigger because that's me and my mum's day. We'll go shopping.
Can I just go back to that? I know it sounds like it did sound like a silly question. Do you love Saturdays? The reason I asked is simply because that could be the day that's quite close to your heart, if that makes sense.
I hate Saturdays.
But you hate Saturdays.
I hate Saturdays now.
Yeah.
I hate Saturdays with a passion. When it comes to Saturdays, I try to, I hate Saturdays. I try to avoid Saturdays. People love Saturdays because it's weekend. They can party and rave and slump out. And
it's funny that you say that. Nia passed on a Thursday. And her mum hates Thursdays.
Okay. You see?
So, I mean, it's different people taking that. That could be a day where you can feel close to somebody. As in, like, that's that person's day. Or it can just be like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with that day.
Do you know what? Saying that, my mum passed away on a Sunday.
Okay.
So imagine I hate weekends because mum passed on a Sunday and Saturdays were our shopping day. Wow. So how it would work was Saturdays was a shopping day and Sunday my mum would go to like her friend's house and I'll drive her there, drop her off, or she'll go to her niece's house and I'll drop her off. So it was the weekends she would wanted to do something because all week she'll be at home. But when she had cancer, she couldn't do much.
Yeah,
So
of course, man.
I tried to support her as much. Even though when my mom had cancer, she was still on her feet, bro. And so, like, you know, Saturdays was a trigger. Her cooking, the smell of food when I come into the house, none of that was a
Nothing
trigger.
like mom's cooking, right?
Yeah.
Nothing
After that,
like it.
you know, I don't really, you know, it's hard. Skype is a trigger.
God, yeah.
And you know what the wickedest thing is right now? I have to use Skype where I work every day.
So it's
Every
so
day
your trigger
I've got to use Skype.
is there on a constant basis.
And we can't avoid it because of the work I do. So it's part of our work. And Skype is there every day. Every day I've got to come to terms with knowing that.
So how does that look then? Because that can't be easy, like, at all.
It's not.
How does that look?
It's not.
For
Bro,
Billz?
like, I used to cry to myself to sleep at times. I cried myself to sleep, and I used to make sure no one knows in my house because obviously now they're going to find out. But I still didn't want to tell them because at times when I cried, they used to tell me, a lot of family members and friends and family relatives used to tell me if I'm crying, it shows I'm a weak Muslim.
Wow.
So, and I didn't want to be classed as a weak Muslim because
I was gonna ask you that. 'cause
Yeah.
that's
Part of
controversial right there. You know?
yeah, so it was like, how do you deal with this now? Because, you know, I'm not sure if it's correct or not.
It was men that told you that, right? Or you told it by men and women?
Both. Like,
Really?
you know, yeah, because, you know, they say Iman. So if you cry, your Iman is weak because you got to give trust to Allah about whatever happens. You got to rely on Him. I get it, but at that time, I didn't know how to deal with it because I've just lost my mum.
Right.
That's my woman. That's my queen. I've just lost her. And everyone's telling me not to cry. If I'm going to cry, I must cry in silence. I can't bawl, but I want to scream. I want to cry. I remember once
So you internalized everything.
Yeah, so I just held it all in. And I remember once I was crying, I was driving. Because usually in my car is my alone space and I'll let it all out. And I usually call my sister to cry to her. And there was one day I called my sister, but she didn't answer. And I cried and I cried and I was driving fast and I didn't realize there was police behind me.
Mad.
Yeah. So they're on my case
Mad.
and I'm just booting it down A13. And eventually they stopped me and I was still crying.
Wow.
And they gave me, I got in trouble, had a court deal. Had a court case.
So there was no compassion from them. Did you
Nah.
explain the situation?
Yeah, they didn't care. But when we went to the court now, I broke down again because I explained to them. Because the judge was like, you know, how can you tell me you never saw blue lights behind you?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do you know what? I broke down. I
Yeah.
said, when I had to speak, I said to them, I lost my mum. And I was crying so much that I had so much tears in my eyes that I do you know what? They don't get it.
Yeah.
And I said to the judge, I said, you don't get it.
Yeah.
And she went quiet.
Yeah.
And I think it hit home with her.
Yeah.
But even though I still got in trouble. They gave me minimal punishment, but I had to get punished for
They
what I
give you
did.
points.
Yeah, they gave me points and I got a fine. I was expected to get £1,000
I'm
fine.
saying about the system, bro.
But you know what? It's okay because I don't expect everyone to understand.
Yeah.
At that time, I
That's
was
something else we need to touch on. As
Yeah,
well. People understanding or not understanding their compassion or lack thereof.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's true. And you know what? Like, I said to them that my job expects me to have a clean license. I was like, please. They don't have a bar of it. So yeah.
Sorry to hear that, man.
No, do you know
If it
what?
was me, bro, I would have let you off. Man, you know what I'm saying?
I know, of course you would, bro.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
mad.
saying.
I think you put you in a headlock, bro. What do you mean? Give me
No way, I would've
points.
let you off, man.
But yeah, they were quite horrible towards me. But you know what? I police is police, innit? Like they saw I was in a bad shape. I was sweating, and this thing when they stopped me, like I tried to speak to them. I couldn't even speak to them. I just said, just do what
Of
you're
course,
doing.
bro. You're heartbroken.
Yeah. So I've just held it in, and that's how I used to deal with it. I used to just at times, and then my work put me into bereavement counselling. I did 2 sessions. Both of my sessions, I cried. I didn't even get to speak. I just cried.
Sometimes that's all you need.
I just
bro.
cried.
That's your way of expressing. We were talking about expression earlier.
Yeah, I just cried. And then so my mum had 2 nurses because when she had cancer, she had a designated nurse. So I spoke to the nurse, and she used to call and check up on me. And it's funny because I still speak to the nurse now, but no one knows this.
Wow.
That's between me and the nurse, because the nurse would tell me about updates, and we'll quite ask the nurse about my mum's health, and she'll give us updates, and she was quite good. So she was like, "Bella, I'm gonna signpost you to bereavement counselling." And I went to, and they just said, "Look," they said to me, "Come back when you're ready to speak," because I didn't actually speak to them, bro. I literally just cried.
Sorry, can I ask you a question as well?
Yeah, go on.
Just like for the listeners, that how did you get that counselling about? It was through
the nurse. The nurse referred me.
It was a free.
It was a free,
service.
yes. So
it
was through the nurse.
There is free services out there.
Yeah. There is a lot of services. Yeah, so it's through the nurse. She referred me to the counselling, which is part of the NHS as well, bereavement counselling.
Okay.
So yeah, they put me through, and then they sent me a letter, requesting, and I went for 2 sessions. And then after that, I just missed all my sessions. They just said to me, "Come back when I'm ready," and I haven't been back since. I don't feel like talking. At that point, I didn't feel like talking was the one, because I couldn't even talk. Like today, I'm talking, but I'm sweating so much. You don't even understand, King. I'm sweating so much talking about it. I'm just having to hold it in.
Of course, man.
Because
it's not easy, man.
Yeah.
Bereavement is it's an inevitable thing. We're gonna lose people that we love, but when it seems like premature, a bit too early, I feel like it hurts more.
Yeah, man. And
it's not gonna be easy for you to talk about it at all, bro.
It's deep. And I'm glad I didn't cut my hair today, because my head would have been shining with sweat, bro.
I'm telling you. Say something about,
No. Listen, all right. Listen, don't worry. Cameraman said he's going to edit my hairline anyway. He said he's got that. He said he's got those skills. But yeah, it wasn't easy. Like I said, having to cope with it now. Even, do you know what? At home, yeah, my mum's room, there's certain things left in my mum's room. And when they move, it takes me off structure. I can't cope.
So it's like an OCD.
Yeah.
It has to be in a certain...
Yeah, like I've got my mum's stuff
position.
in my room. Like I've got my mum's coats, her shawls and everything. The rest of the stuff we gave away to charity, Right. There's certain things that's still in my house about my mum. And like, I remember once someone moved something from my mum's room, and it threw me off. I didn't sleep for 3 days, bro.
So did it make you angry? It just threw off your energy?
It made me angry at that point.
Did you take your anger out on anybody, or was it just...
No. What are you trying to set me up, fam? No.
No.
Police outside. Woo!
Not like that. I mean,
Case
like,
number 2.
A verbal, yeah?
Yeah, verbal. I was angry.
Was there a verbal exchange?
Yeah, verbally, I was angry. Like, my family heard me, was angry. I was like, why are you lot doing this? And I don't expect them to understand, because they're all going through their own emotions. But I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep because I couldn't deal with it. I didn't sleep at night. Till come next day, when I'm at work, in the line of work I do, I'm dealing with quite traumatic families as well.
Wow.
So I couldn't cope, to a point where my manager was like, "Are you alright? Like, you look like you haven't slept." And I was like, "I haven't slept." And
that's strength in itself,
Yeah.
You gotta give yourself credit, bro, because the fact that you felt like that, didn't get to sleep and still went to work to try and service other people, that's credit to yourself, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but like I said, I was winging it. I was just had to, because
that's how I feel. You tell me I'm strong, that's exactly how I feel,
yeah,
bro.
responsibilities. And you know what kills it, that a few months later, after my mum passed away, my dad had a stroke, and was paralyzed from one side.
Wow.
And it's mad, because my family's thinking, why are you sharing all that?
Yeah.
I need to speak it out, because I've not had to.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say
myself.
earlier. Yeah. You have to just bring it out.
My dad was paralyzed for one side, and I think my family was telling me that he was looking at my mom's picture or something when this happened.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like now, it's that whole process with my other parent, having to look after my other parent. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I love my dad in it to bits. I'll be real. I didn't expect my mum to go first. I thought my dad would have gone first because my dad's always on medication and stuff, and he's not been well for a long while. So I kind of
is looking at your dad the trigger as well. Going back to the trigger conversation, is it that looking at your dad? I mean, when you think of dad, you think of mum. Well, I do anyway.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
Is
it's
that
true.
a trigger in itself? Or
It
no?
is. It is a
become
trigger.
numb to it over time.
It is a trigger. Like I try to stay, like at home, I mask it so much. It's whole like it's crazy because my mom would like my mom will come into my room, will bust jokes and all these kind of things, and like I was just having to mask it. And my mom was a big part to my life, and dealing with I don't know, like I said, weddings. Me and my mum will go to weddings with my nephew. Like my brother's older now, so he will always be like, "You go now. You're driving. You take mum where you need to do now." I've been doing that for years. It's your turn now. So any wedding that would come up, any city, you know how Asian weddings are, innit? 4 or 5 days, bro. Sometimes 3-4 weeks.
So we're very busy, innit?
Yeah, very busy. So we got to accommodate these weddings. So me and mum would go, and every picture you look at, different outfits. We're in weddings. Like I'm always hugging her, winding her up. Like all these things that I've got so many pictures of her, and and now it's just like
that's something I want to touch on as well. Like with Nia, we had a lot of pictures of her.
Yeah.
So that is a part of my coping process, and we took a lot of videos as well.
Okay.
Thanks to her mum, she was very snappy, happy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Every occasion.
Yeah.
Even not on a daily basis.
Yeah.
There's videos being taken. So, I mean, with technology, I feel like it's controversial, but easier to deal with. Because you have that memory there.
No,
whereas,
of course.
let's say like take it back 100 years when not
Absolutely.
everybody had a camera. It's like you now have to go into the memory bank.
It's true.
And then the mind does its own thing of erasing certain things to deal with pain.
And it creates its own image of what it would look like.
Right.
And at that point, you might be thinking might be feeling so shit that image in your head becomes so shit and traumatic. And it's true. You know what? I gotta give thanks to technology because. For Skype, thank God Skype. Big up Skype. If it weren't for Skype, we'll be able to see my mom's funeral. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And it's a circle of life because
true.
I'm sure my family will correct me if I'm wrong, but when my mom was pregnant with me, her mom passed away, and she couldn't go to the funeral because she was pregnant with me.
Wow.
So now, further on, my mom's passed, and I can't go to the funeral. Like I don't know. Maybe there's something I don't know, but it's it's in others' hands, and I just gotta keep going, But having to cope with it all. I'll be honest, I don't think I have. I haven't accepted it.
Yes, and it's a never-ending process, man.
Yeah, like
that was your queen.
Till this, she still is, and till this day, I haven't dealt with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't dealt with it. I don't know where to start. I don't know what part to start off with. I don't know whether to accept it. Do I want to accept it? I'm thinking to myself, if I accept it, does that mean that my life will move on? I don't want to move on and leave my mum behind. Like all these things I'm thinking. And then I'm thinking my family need me. So if I don't, then will I crumble? Like all those things go through my head, and I'm just thinking and then do you know what? And then when I start talking to you again, and then you start telling me how you felt.
Yeah, them weekly check-ins, man.
Do you know what? Just for everyone's asking, what me and King have a weekly session where we check in and we just talk about how our weeks have been and how we're feeling, and these check-ins, we just express how I feel. And every week we just talk, and that's what brought us closer. And I feel those check-ins helped. But do you know what? When we finally reunited, and we'll talk a bit more about that. Like when we reunited, you had lost your daughter, I had lost my mum. So I couldn't feel I couldn't understand your pain, and you couldn't understand mine, because you still have your mum and I ain't got a daughter.
It's lost, but
it's that void feeling.
Yeah.
it's that void feeling that
that's the underlying.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's that void feeling because I can't get that hug from my mum, but you can.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Do you know there's times where I envy people when I see them with their mums. I'll be like, you bastard.
And that's another trigger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you just see people with their mum, it's like, how do you?
Or when I hear people like arguing with their mums or cussing their mums, they're like, oh, fuck her anyway. Da, da, da. I'm just like, yo, lucky you even have your mum, boy. You don't even know what it's like.
So through that, there's more of a sense of like appreciation.
Yeah. And now when I go to weddings, I'm going with my dad and whatnot. It's not the same because I'm seeing everyone else with their mums and they're all taking pictures. I'm like, what the fuck you lot rubbing in my face for? Like I hate weddings now. I hate.
So you kind of almost resent certain things.
I just started to hate everything.
What about now?
Huh?
What about now? 2 years on.
But I don't know, man. Like I said, I hate having to hear people cussing their mums. I hate having to hear people not talking to their mums. But I get it. You're going through your own stuff and you have your own reasons why. So I understand that you're going through your own journey. But for my brain cells, for myself, I don't like it. Because I'm just like, can we swap then? If you don't want to talk to your mum, can we swap positions and I can have my mum back?
So is it just your appreciation? Is it only for, your mum not being there, or is it just in general? Do you appreciate things more in general, or is it just specific to that when you see people with their mums?
Do you know what? I don't know what appreciation looks like no more. I don't know what to appreciate. I haven't accepted my mum's gone. So right now I'm just angry. I think I'm angry. I don't know what it is. Whether I'm broken, angry, in denial, numb, desensitized. I don't know what it.
Above, it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. And it's just a matter of having to deal with it, I guess. And at times I'm just like, do you know what? There's sometimes I'm having good days and there's sometimes I'm having bad days.
So can I just ask you then? Again, the listeners can maybe relate or not relate. What does a good day look like? And then what does a bad day look like?
A good day looks like that I don't think about my mum.
Okay.
Because if I do, it's a bad day.
So you don't think about your mum. And I don't know, what kind of feeling do you have around that, not thinking about your mum?
I'm busy. I'm doing something. I'm constantly doing something, or I'm trying to sleep. Like I'll try to spend time in the gym. I'm constantly doing something.
Yeah.
A bad day is, but then it's like, how do I deal with it? It's like Monday to Friday, I'm so busy trying to fight my triggers. Then it comes Saturday, it's another trigger.
Which is the day that you hate.
The day I hate.
And then Sunday.
And then comes Sunday, and it's just like, oof. So because of that, I'm so numb. I just go along with the days. And then as my work has come along and I've started to do a lot of courses for my work that I do, and I've been able to relate to a lot of things.
And I was going to say, at this point, it's about getting help. If you don't know how to deal with it yourself, I think the next step is getting help.
But I started to pray a lot, because what we then did was, in Islam, when someone passes away, it's about doing things that they can still receive reward for. And there's few things that are highlighted in the Quran and in Islam that. So one of them was, building a mosque or a well that others can benefit from.
Yeah, I did see that.
We built a mosque for my mum in Pakistan, in a village where they are not accessible to a faith room. So we built a mosque and we made everyone contribute within the communities, so everyone gets a reward from that. Yeah, so
I rate that.
And my mum's there's a mosque, that relates to my mum. So anyone that prays in there, my mum gets reward from. And so, like,
so that's a part of your coping mechanism as well.
Yeah,
kind of giving back to others. Pause.
Yeah, man. Say pause again. you and your pauses, bro.
Yeah, I'm conscious of what I'm saying.
Boy, speak your mind, man. This is a safe space. But what in terms of yourself, like, you you expressed yourself, which I'm very grateful for that, about your triggers and everything and how you coped with it all now. In terms of now, like, what does King's world look like now?
So, a few months later, I'd say December.
Yeah.
So Nia passed in June.
Yeah.
By December times, she got pregnant.
Okay.
It was a rough pregnancy.
Yeah.
But you know, we got there. healthy baby. So yeah, had another daughter since, and she looks just like Nia, man.
Wow.
So yeah, it's like a bittersweet moment. So, you know, my daughter's now 1 and a bit.
Man said 1 and a bit because you don't know what that bit is, isn't
I
it?
do know what that bit is. I'm clued up, don't try. Trying to get me in trouble out here, B. But yeah, she's 1 and a bit, and she looks just like her sister. There's like a slight difference, like the nose is a bit different.
Okay.
But other than that, she looks just like her. So there's a constant reminder there. Nia has a cousin, Nevaeh. Shout out to Nevaeh, my niece. She was born a month after Nia. Them two were best friends, man. So even when talk about bereavement, even from her perspective, it's like she'll be turning 5 now.
Where's her best friend gone?
So if I mention Nia, so bearing in mind Nevaeh was 2 at the time.
Yeah.
When she lost her cousin, she's now 5. She's still young. She still remembers Nia. If I mention Nia, she'll say, yeah, she's in heaven. So bereavement isn't just the parents. It also trickles down to everyone else, even down to the little cousins.
I agree. Because even for when my mum passed, my mum was quite well known in the communities here and back home. Like, shopkeeper used to see me and my mum every Saturday. I bumped into him the other week and he was like, what happened to you? Where you don't come to my shop? Have you found someone else that offers you better deals? He was like, come to my shop, I'll give you better deals.
That's 2 years down the line, bro, and he still remembers
and I told him, I said, no, bro, that's not the case, man. I said, my mum passed away. He couldn't believe it.
It trickles down. This is what I'm saying. It trickles down to other people.
Yeah, it affects
people you wouldn't even think. Like, when I think of bereavement, I just think of me and Nia's mum first. And then you might think about the grandparents, and then it kind of spreads out, the uncles, the aunties. Yeah. But then you think about, you know, maybe little friends or cousins. Yeah. Like, 2 years old, bro.
That void feeling.
So you're talking about, just to cut you again, like what my world looks like now. So it's like even looking at Nevaeh sometimes, it's difficult, man. Because I look at her and I see Nia. Do you understand? Because they're born a month apart.
Would you call that a trigger?
Yeah, it is difficult sometimes. I'll keep it real with you. Yeah, it's difficult to see. Yeah, but I also appreciate her, if that makes sense. It's a bittersweet.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't
know if you can relate on your side.
No, I can. Like I said,
maybe you look at an auntie that reminds you of your mum. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no. A lot of when there's family gatherings, it's usually based at my mum's house. Yeah. Because everyone would come, because my mum would do the cooking and stuff. But it's not the same no more.
It's not the same, man.
Nah, it's not the same no more.
And that's what it is. Like, I love my daughter Jahari. Yeah. But obviously, and she looks like her, but I have to remind myself she's not the same person. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you believe, but that's another conversation we're going to have.
No, I hear you. But, like, you know what? We spoke about so much heavy subject, and it's quite heavy for both of us. And obviously, like, you know, it's quite traumatic, and like I said, I appreciate you having to share this with me today.
Likewise yourself, bro.
I guess more now is just find out, because obviously that was then, it's now how you are now. So it's like, what are you doing now? How you getting on? What are you doing with yourself?
So, like, I work in distribution.
Okay. I mean, yes, baller.
Take that how you want it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Not a shot, though. No.
Nah, we don't do that.
We say caramel cider, bro.
We don't do that. But yeah, I've gone into like the comedy world. Set up an Instagram page. Yeah. King of Accents. Check it out when
King
you can.
King of Accents.
People. Yeah. So
you do accents, yeah?
I do accents. Obviously, I'm the king.
Yeah.
You know who wants to test me?
Alright. Well, you want to put it like, let me test you then.
Alright, go on then.
Yeah. Australian.
G'day, mate. How you doing? You alright? Crikey. Koala, kangaroo.
Oh gosh. I don't even know why I said Australia straight. You said that's disrespectful, bro. There's a fire going around.
Oh yeah,
there.
for real, man.
You
Condolences to everyone there, man.
But you know what? No, do Jamaica there, God.
Jamaican, well, that is easy enough. You don't know the thing set already.
Oh.
You understand? King of accents. Remember that. Boom.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright.
yeah.
Let me see. Alright, do my people the Asian.
Oh, DK, I can do Indian, no problem, huh? Come to my shop, I give you free sweetie, huh?
Oh, you're racist.
No
Why you
problem.
did? Why you
Very
did the hand
racist, huh?
twisting for?
You have to-
Bangla dance.
You have to,
Man
you
twisted
know. Uncle G. That's what I'm saying.
Man twisted his head and
So yeah, man. I mean, that's talking about coping mechanisms.
yeah,
Yeah, man. I try.
yeah,
I just make little skits
yeah.
showcasing my accents, and that helps me stay focused.
'Cause that's what I was
Stay
gonna
strong.
say to you. Because like I said to you, if I didn't know you and I watched your page and whatnot,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, "Raw, this guy's funny," but not knowing the deep pain you're going through.
I mean, I feel like a lot of comedians. I don't like calling myself a comedian, to be honest. I just showcase my
Because
accents.
you're not really
but-
funny, are you?
Yes, I was about to say. Let me not.
So I was gonna say,
Anyways, fuck off. But yeah, yeah, I feel like a lot of comedians hide their pain through comedy.
yeah.
I was talking to the camera guys before.
Mm.
I'm saying I was talking about Robin Williams.
Yeah, yeah,
Who
yeah.
ended up killing himself. Man made
Mm.
millions of people laugh, and ended up killing yourself. I'm just like, you make so much people laugh. Like, you should be happy.
Yeah.
Wasn't happy, bro.
I guess that's deep.
You can look at someone,
Mm.
but don't take what you see at face value. That's my advice to people out there.
I guess not only that. Sometimes when someone's going through so much, they may express themselves in a different way in the community.
Could be
And
anger as well.
And automatically people think, oh, you're crazy. Or like something's wrong with this guy or this woman. And we don't actually understand their journey. We don't understand what they might be going through.
Do you know what it is? I'm going to add to that. Sometimes ask, how are you? Do you get me? There's a difference.
Yeah.
Like, how are you and how are you?
Yeah.
Sometimes taking that time out to ask someone how they really feel
Yeah.
is a big difference. And if they feel like opening up, they will. If not, they'll just keep it moving.
Yeah, I guess the pressures of society today, we don't get a chance to actually communicate with someone and ask how
Sometimes
they are.
just take that time out. You owe it to yourself, man.
Yeah, we do.
Just like you took the time out to start this weekly chat, the weekly call that we have.
Yeah.
I appreciate it because it's actually a time that I have to drop everything that I'm doing at the time
Yeah.
and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I understand and I appreciate that, but it's like, even like road rage.
Oh man, don't start.
You know
Don't
what?
get me started with
No,
that.
but you know what? People need to take it in. Sometimes people like, yeah, there are stupid drivers out on road. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie,
Dumb.
like dumb drivers. And I know
fool.
you're still using your international license. I get it, but there's some
Or
dumb
one that you
drivers.
bought.
But then there's
Yeah.
other flip side of it. There's some people that use the car journeys as their way of dealing with things, like I did, because I was alone in the car.
Nice long drive. Pause.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would use that. So when I was going for them long drives, there was times where I would just zone out.
Yeah, I get that, you know.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
I
when
get
you're
that.
zoned out and you come across road rage,
Yeah.
people think you're just angry,
Yeah.
and they don't know. So it's difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
Do you- like it's deep, because I did a mental health first aid course the other week, and in that course they said that the word, when we say, oh, that's crazy, in that word crazy, that for us is slang and we're just talking, describing the situation, but for someone else that's got mental health issues, they could take it as you're describing what they are, and that could be a big thing for them. And it's that is quite deep. So now the way I speak in the community is different, because
So you're just more conscious of your words.
yeah, because we can't, like I said to you, I took this mental health, anxiety, depression, all this as a joke back in the days.
Until it hit.
Till it hit home.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hit
yeah.
home, and I'm just like, raw, anxiety is deep, because there's days when I didn't want to get out of my bed.
But you did, right?
I did. I had to.
That's strength, bro.
I had to. And there was days
That's
where,
strength.
I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to say it clear, there was days I didn't want to wash,
Wow.
but I had to. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's-
Did you watch today, bro?
Yeah, bro. Don't worry. My wash, bro. Don't worry. But that put me on the spot like this. Man, washing it.
It smells like.
That's what I was saying.
Cameraman's covering his mouth.
that's
Still,
what
his nose. Still.
That's why I was late today. Still, you get me? But no,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. There was times where I wanted to just close the curtains, get under my coat, and just hide away. Birthdays, Say
Oh
it.
man.
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
birthdays.
Maybe another later stage or
No, another
that's-
time. Because
Yeah, that's a deep conversation in itself.
do you know what? But this is it. You see this platform here. This is not just about us two. It's
No.
about everyone is allowed to speak. And like I said it earlier, that this is a safe space for everyone to speak.
Hold on, sorry, before you go there.
Go on, guy. You see,
Yeah,
you're a king of
yeah,
cutting people.
yeah.
Let's go.
King
Look,
of cutting. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
go,
that's what
go.
they're calling me now. The king of cutting.
king of cut. Guy.
Yeah. Into about. We need to flip the question, bro.
What's that?
Like, what does your life look like now? Fast forward
Now.
2 years. Like, what is it that you do, and
So when
what does your world look like?
so before my mum passed, I was doing youth work.
Uh-huh.
And I was traveling across. I was doing, my campaign was nationwide, and then obviously, like I said, I went to Dubai to do some work there. When my mum passed away, I stopped doing youth work. I couldn't help others when I'm not healed myself, and I was kind of broken. So I stopped and I got into properties.
Nice.
Typical Asian.
I was
I
just about to say
I beat you to it, Ron. Typical Asian.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. So currently, what I'm doing right now, I'm doing youth work right now. So I work with families who've experienced gangs of sexual violence, trauma, mental health trauma, and other issues. So we support the families and everything. So that's what I do currently right now. And I've got other little bits and bobs on the side that I do to support
Sounds
my
a bit
family.
dodgy, but yeah.
No, it's all good,
Yeah,
bro. It's just a couple of garam
Distribution
masala
and bits on the
distributions.
side.
No, I'm
Yeah,
doing my
yeah.
bit supporting the family. So I do.
It's commendable, bro.
So we do diamond trading as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it's
unique.
under my mum's name, so
Jeez.
under my mum's initials, and that's
So there's that drive to make sure it does
worldwide.
well, man.
Yeah,
man.
worldwide. So there's a lot that's going on at the moment. So, but most of it is right now is just youth work, and obviously, out of what the youth work I'm doing, I was able to have this conversation with you and do what we're doing today. And
Bro, I look forward to more episodes of this.
no,
man.
we are. But
It's a good outlet.
yeah, it is. But you know what? We wanna invite people to talk about
100%.
because you know what? There's a taboo of men not able to express how they feel.
And I feel like it's just a choice that we make. I feel like we can, because we've managed to do it.
Yeah, it's the choice and the pressure from society.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like it rests with you at the end of you are the one in control of you.
I hear you, but
So
then
you might not feel like you have the choice.
Yeah,
But deep down, I feel like you do, man.
I hear you, and you're right. But it's the mindset as well, because the society's pressures are so deep that your mindset stops you from even thinking and taking it to that extent, because you don't want to be classed a pussy. You don't want to be classed a weak man.
Yeah.
So that whole pressure alone is that pressure alone is a lot, That pressure alone can really weigh down your world.
100.
So I guess it's more we want to eliminate this taboo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do,
I'm with you on that,
and that's
bro.
what we're gonna do. Definitely,
Eliminate the taboo.
yeah.
What can we expect more from
Boy,
Can We Talk?
we're gonna expect a lot of coping strategies, because what we want to do, what we agreed on, we're gonna bring that family therapist on here,
Yeah.
counselors, family therapist. We want to have people share the experiences.
Yeah,
of
bring
their
on
bereavement.
some guests. Let people share their views
Yeah, it's for the
on
community. I guess.
bereavement. Yeah. So it's not just about us.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
We had an email address, right? That we wanted to.
Yeah,
plug for
so if
people who
anyone
wanna
wants
share
to,
their stories.
if anyone wants to contact us, obviously we've got the Insta, Can We Talk, but we've got our own personal Insta that can contact us on. But then we've got the email, which is Can We Talk Podcast 989@gmail.com. But like I said, we'll put that out there. Cameraman, you got bare work to do, bro. Bare editing to do, bro.
Bare work, bro. I'm talking
Bare
about,
editing
bro.
to do, bro. Bare writing everywhere.
Here, there,
Trust me.
yeah.
Bare everything. So yeah, but nah, Mike, I just wanna thank you one more time, King.
It's been great, man.
And I appreciate you sharing your journey with us, and I appreciate you sharing such a traumatic event.
Likewise, man. It's just not easy, bro. This thing called life is. You know what I mean,
And
with the 50 Cent say death gotta be easy because life is hard.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
trust me.
saying?
So, having said that, I appreciate you being here today, and we've got plenty more to look forward to. So thank you.
Look forward to the other episodes. B.
Definitely.
Come on.